So I've been with the archives for the last few years, coming from the museum services in the province, and when moving over we really started setting up new workflows to try and see how we can actually change and improve digitization in general, but within the archive sector in the province. So I lead the digitization program in the KZN Archives at the moment, and we're still in very, very early stages of setting up, but we are making major progress and we're very excited where the program is going at the moment.
South Africa holds an extraordinary amount of heritage records. Many of them are fragile and at risk. What does it actually feel like to be the person responsible for preserving this kind of history?
Yeah, for me it's definitely a big privilege to be involved in this, and we really feel the responsibility of being in charge of trying to take care digitally of these records and working with our archives team and really preserving them in not just in digital format but also in physical format. And our archives are actually quite old. I mean, we're over 100 years, or we actually last year were 100 years old, the archives in KZN, and we've got over 30,000 linear meters of records, so dating back to the 1830s. So our records are, some of them are extremely fragile and need very specialized care in both preservation but also in the digitization process. So we're in the process of setting multiple digitization stations up to really specifically scan different records that needs different mechanisms to scan. So we're very, very excited with the roadmap that we are on and how we're going to achieve that.
Now that you've said that, I understand you use the FCTEC document scanners. What role have they played in your digitization program?
So when we started the program, we really knew that we couldn't tackle everything at once. And we drew up a very specific strategy to see what would be the easiest and most impactful technology that we could apply to our archives. So the decision was taken to go for a more rapid digitization workflow, but to always remember that this has to be done at standard and with specific care to the records. So when we looked in the market, I've worked a lot with digitization even before joining government, and I mean, the FCTEC is one of the gold standards in the industry, so it was a very easy decision to make of what sort of technologies we only trust with our records. So the FCTEC has played an enormous role for us in scanning. Up to date, we've almost done 300,000 operational scans of our archivalia. With our test program that we also had beforehand, it would have been over 500,000 scans that we've done in less than a year. And we've really seen that the FCTEC has really delivered on what it promised. And we're very excited as we grow this RDS model that we will achieve our goal of scanning large volumes of archivalia with the FCTEC. I must also emphasize that not all our records will obviously go through the FCTEC, but the records that are graded sufficient for the FCTEC, we basically use the FCTEC as a big part of our scanning workflow.
You've mentioned in your presentation Isivivane SoLwazi dialogue. For those who don't know about it, please tell us more.
Yeah, the ISDDC program is really one of the exciting programs that we've put in place in KZN, and it's really a program that we started when we started with this journey of trying to find effective ways of digitizing, and we wanted to share that with the whole industry. So the process was formalized into a vehicle that we call the ISDDC, and it's really aimed at helping stakeholders find solutions to their digitization problems and create collaboration where we can all work together on these solutions. A big part of our strategy is pulling in the private sector, where we've asked them to play an important role in also sharing the knowledge that they've got, so really to contribute to the industry. And FCTEC has been one of the few companies that's really embraced that call to arms that we've pleaded with various stakeholders. And they've been from the start very supportive of sharing knowledge and helping us. So we are very excited and very glad that companies do actually contribute to trying to make this program a big success.
So you've been a delegate at the FCTEC Digitisation Conference, surrounded by the same institutions facing similar preservation challenges. What is your message to organizations that are still sitting on physical records and haven't yet taken the leap?
So we're all in the same boat. We all started somewhere, and it looks like a daunting task when you try and set up a program, and it doesn't matter if you're a large archive or even a small collection. The basics are always the same. It's just how you set up the workflow. So I would like to encourage people to not lose hope, and let's speak to each other and let's see how we can help each other to really tackle these problems. So one of the big advantages of the South African industry is that we're actually behind the curve and that we can actually learn from the international community. So we don't have to make the same mistakes that early adopters made in Europe and in the West. And a big thing that we mustn't lose is that Africa needs its own solutions. So we can apply these standards, but we can localize them for our own needs to make it successful. So I really think we ideally positioned, as most of us are starting this journey quite late in the digital era, and that we can learn from the mistakes and actually make them better and be more effective. It will be a lot more cost effective in implementing these. The technologies have also matured a lot more in the last 10 years. So we are actually now at the ideal time to actually tackle these challenges and set up these programs.